All right, y'all. This is coming straight from the Things Celebrity. The title of this is The True Story of Melania Trump, fashion model turned first lady. Now, I just want to say, y'all, I've been on this journey of learning who Trump is for about 2 years now. So it's only right to, go down in his history to find out like who are the backbones, who are some of the people he looked up to, and of course, who was his partner in crime, y'all. So with that being said, I always ask myself the question, why Trump, right? And now I see myself question because I honestly really don't know who Melania Trump is. You get what I'm saying? Because I've been on this Trump journey. And so now, and this is what it's all about, about when you start to research and find out information for yourself. You can't actually go off what the media puts out there. You have to learn who a person genuinely really is, right? Because that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So I found this video and we're going to dive into it because it's not just me, y'all. It's a lot of people who are starting this journey of just getting knowledge and, just trying to find out, who you are, who you voted for, who is this person that stands side by side by Trump. So this is also helping people out who are starting a journey that has no idea who Melania Trump is. So that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So y'all, with that being said, let's dive into the video.
And I travel around the world modeling and had a great career.
It would not be a Trump contest without excitement and drama.
She's the immigrant who's living the American dream. But just how did Melania Trump go from fashion model to first lady? Her life has been shrouded in mystery ever since she took up residence at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But we've got the lowdown on this Slovenian model's journey from small town to magazine cover to White House. Melania Trump wasn't always a jet-setting, stylish wife of a billionaire president. She started out as a small-town girl with big goals. She was born on April 26, 1970 in the quaint little railroad town of Sevnica in communist Slovenia.
I like her already. Say you a tourist without saying you a tourist. Girl, my birthday is April 3rd. Okay, so yeah. I got you. Girl, we locked in. Let's go.
Yeah. Her birth name is Melania Novs. Her childhood was a far cry from the White House life of luxury she is accustomed to now. Her home overlooked a river and smoking factory chimneys, but she was restless in her small town. Her childhood friend, Mirjana Jelanchik, said Sevnica was too small for Melania. She always dreamed of moving away from a young age. Young Melania was described by her friend as an excellent student, very organized, disciplined, with very decent manners. These are important traits to have as First Lady of the United States. Eventually, her restlessness and big dreams of traveling took over. She moved to Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, to go to high school. It was a chance meeting on the streets of Ljubljana that would change the trajectory of her life forever. Melania was discovered by a photographer on that fateful street and began her modeling career at 16 years old. She traveled all over Europe and became multilingual, speaking German, French, Italian, and English. Not bad for a girl from a tiny Slovenian town. The photographer who discovered Melania all those years ago still remembers how tall she was. Stain Jerko was struck by her beauty, but she did not smile very much even then. Stain believes it was because she was shy and scared, but she broke from her cage of shyness and went into the photographer's studio. That was the beginning of a whole new world of opportunities for this young dreamer with big hopes for the future. After she got a taste of the possibilities out there, she changed her name to Melania Nos and crossed the border into the United States, starting a new life in New York City in 1996. A few years later, her life would be permanently altered again when she met her current husband at a Fashion Week party at the Kit Kat Club. They were married in 2005 and she gave birth to their son Baron in 2006. Her friends back home were shocked about the marriage to a man who is 24 years older than she is, but they eventually came to terms with it, noting that Melania's new husband bears a resemblance to her father. Melania's father, Viktor Novs, has a big personality, which may be why he reminds so many of his daughter's husband. He was a member of the Communist Party, which many joined because of lofty career ambitions as well as a strong belief in a government-controlled state. In 2016, GQ magazine uncovered the fact that Melania cover to White House. Melania Trump, president. She started out from the White House, always dreamed of Ljubljana that would change the trajectory of her life forever. Melania was discovered.
So I was trying to say, so she's coming from a communist background. Something I did not know. So why would she want to see that here? See, you learned something.
By a photographer on that fateful street and began her modeling career at 16 years old. She traveled all over Europe and became multilingual, speaking German, French, Italian, and English. Not bad for a girl from a tiny Slovenian town. The photographer who discovered Melania all those years ago still remembers how tall she was. Stain Jerko was struck by her beauty, but she did not smile very much even then. Stain believes it was because she was shy and scared, but she broke from her cage of shyness and went into the photographer's studio. That was the beginning of a whole new world of opportunities for this young dreamer with big hopes for the future. After she got a taste of the possibilities out there, she changed her name to Melania Nas and crossed the border into the United States, starting a new life in New York City in 1996. A few years later, her life would be permanently altered again when she met her current husband at a Fashion Week party at the Kit Kat Club. They were married in 2005 and she gave birth to their son Baron in 2006. Her friends back home were shocked about the marriage to a man who is 24 years older than she is, but they eventually came to terms with it, noting that Melania's new husband bears a resemblance to her father. Melania's father, Viktor Novs, has a big personality, which may be why he reminds so many of his daughter's husband. He was a member of the Communist Party, which many joined because of lofty career ambitions as well as a strong belief in a government-controlled state. In 2016, GQ magazine uncovered the fact that Melania has an older half-brother who she's never met from her father's previous relationship. Before he met and married Melania's mother, Viktor fathered a child with a woman named Maria Sigolniak. He denied being the father to this little boy and refused to pay child support, resulting in a process of vicious litigation. Court records indicate that a paternity test was ordered proving that the boy was Viktor's biological son. Although Viktor did pay child support after being forced to by the courts, he has never acknowledged Melania's half-brother, Denis Sigolniak, who is now in his 50s. Denis's mother passed away in a town called Rasnik, where he now lives in a tiny apartment. He told GQ that he wouldn't mind meeting his sisters Melania and Inez, but has been afraid to reach out to the Navs family. At first, Melania denied this story to the GQ reporter, but after she saw the court documents proving the validity of Denis's account, she claimed she knew all about it. She wrote that she's known about this for years and asked that her father's privacy be respected. Melania's mother, Amalia, was a resourceful woman who started out harvesting red onions on her family's farm. She eventually went on to work in the town's textile factory. It was very important to her that her daughters dressed to impress, so she would sew Melania and her sister's clothes after work. It only makes sense that Melania would be obsessed with fashion in her teen and adult years. She and her older sister Inez turned heads for their clothes and makeup. She listened to The Cure and Metallica and loved hanging out at the local Horses Trail bar with other pop music fans in Ljubljana. After high school, Melania dropped out of architecture school. Her Facebook page says that she obtained a degree from a university in Slovenia. However, she later changed her story in a newer bio, according to NBC. Her 2016 bio stated that she paused her studies to advance her modeling career in Milan and Paris, but does not mention whether or not she got her degree. Melania's University of Ljubljana professor, Blaj Matija Vogelnik, told NBC News that she did not complete her studies and that she hadn't finished university, at least not in Ljubljana. But she's certainly not the first one ever to beef up her resume and credentials with a few alternative facts. Melania's first real photo shoot was in 1987. Photographer Stain Jerko recalls her bringing in a bunch of clothes for the shoot. She was shy but followed directions well. Jerko thought she had a future in front of the camera. 2 weeks later, she did a barefoot, black and white catalog shoot with the same photographer. The barefoot look was not a style choice. Jerko just didn't have any shoes big enough to fit her size 9 feet. He had no choice but to take the pictures without shoes. Jerko joked about Melania's feet, saying, "When you live on big feet, you live big." That certainly has proven true for Melania. In 1992, Melania won second place in a modeling contest called Slovenian Look of the Year. After that, she decided to head to Europe to invest in her modeling career. After Melania arrived in Milan and Paris, she cut ties with her old life and began anew. Her friends claimed they didn't hear from her after that, saying she cut the line behind her and started to live another life. In 1996, Melania's agent Zampoli helped her get an American modeling contract and a visa. She headed for America with high hopes, but modeling in New York was not easy. While she was only 26, that's considered old by fashion industry standards. Modeling in your late 20s can be frustrating for models, Melania's old roommate Atanian shared, adding, "It's not a friendly industry to models of that age."
They are
Her
right.
roommate said
Very
Melania
picky.
was frustrated over not getting enough work. She would wonder why a photographer picked someone else instead of her. Melania lost jobs to younger models and struggled to work on a daily, consistent basis. She would audition all the time but failed to book the gigs she wanted. This was a hard pill for her to swallow after her modeling success in Europe. Melania's roommate said she was having a tough time making enough money to support herself. She often worried that her best years were behind her, just like that small town she left in the rearview mirror. However, Melania clapped back about her former roommate's comments, firmly telling GQ that her pictures speak for themselves. She said her portfolio shows what she did, including all the best catalogs. Melania got creative, going out for work in tobacco and alcohol ads, jobs for which her younger counterparts were not legally old enough to do. Melania's roommate claims she had plastic surgery to give her an advantage for lingerie ads, a claim which Melania denies. She scoffed at the idea, saying that a lot of people say she is
like
doing
her friend was
procedures for her
jealous.
face too. She says she did not have any work done. She just lives a healthy life, taking good care of her skin and body. Her goal, Melania says, is to age gracefully like her mother. Melania worked to maintain her physique in New York. She walked with ankle weights and made sure to eat 7 pieces of fruit every day. She wasn't a
Wow.
party girl. Instead, she would go home early to get her beauty rest. In 1998, Zampoli changed Melania's life again when he invited her to the party at the Kit Kat Club in Manhattan. That night, she met a gentleman who she would eventually marry. They would have a son together and live in a big white house. But at first, Melania denied this bold billionaire's advances. He asked for her number and she refused. According to Melania, she asked for his number instead.
She a
shared that he
Taurus.
gave her a list of every possible way to get a hold of him. He really wanted her to call him. Melania claims she never got starstruck by this rich reality star. She waited a week before calling him. After that fateful meeting, Melania had everyone talking with a racy photo shoot, landing her the cover of British GQ magazine in January of 2000. Apparently, her soon-to-be husband requested that the magazine
So you see, you can never judge a book by its cover, y'all. The media has slandered this woman, has put so much stuff out there, and this is why it's good to research. So now we see where her fashion comes from, because y'all, that's one thing I've noticed. If you see her, she's the fashion queen. Like, I mean, and it all makes sense now because when you're in that type of industry, all that comes along with it. So you're knowing how you want to look, what you want to look like, what you want to wear. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a little, first of all, she's a Taurus. And then, but she's coming from a small, home. Young girl, we see big dreams. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff that happened in her life. She didn't ask for it. Said she waited a week, baby. She didn't care. Like, and see, that's the thing that should show you that that's a real person. That was the reason, probably one of the reasons why, she denied going to the White House to he and sip tea with the fake Mrs. Biden. Because, like, come on. Y'all the same people that then tarnished my man's name, that came after him for years and years. What I look like sitting in the White House with my little pinky up sipping tea with somebody fake. And I'm too real. Let's get it.
Deliver these photos to his office. Melania considers that photo shoot to be one of her greatest achievements. Cut to
dope model,
2005. Melania got married in an extravagant ceremony at the Episcopal Church of Bethesda by the Sea in Palm Beach, followed by a reception at the Mar-a-Lago Club.
look at
Melania
that.
wore a white satin Christian Dior wedding dress with a 16-foot veil.
Pictures don't lie. You see that? They in a picture. Hillary Clinton smiling and stuff. Now she's his worst enemy. Make all this stuff make sense. I'm telling you, boy, the stamps, the timelines, they're going to always pop up. You were once cool with this man, and now you his worst enemy.
In 2006, she gave birth to their son, Barron. Melania and Barron lived quite comfortably in the Trump Tower before her husband became president of the United States of America. She was so comfortable, in fact, that she continued to live there even after her husband moved to the White House. Melania tried her hand at entrepreneurship with a jewelry line that she sold on QVC. Unfortunately, the relationship didn't last. After that, Melania created a skincare line. But that business venture ended in a lawsuit. Melania sued her business partner for $50 million when the venture failed. The suit was later settled out of court. Now, as the first foreign-born First Lady of the United States since Louisa Adams in 1825, Melania lives a private life with only a select few people allowed to be a part of her inner circle.
As she should.
Aside from making statements with her wardrobe, such as the famous "I don't care, do you" jacket, Melania is content to remain hush-hush about her life in the White House. That's about to change with the new unauthorized biography about her life as the First Lady titled Free Melania. This book reveals that Melania has her own separate bedroom in the White House. It goes into detail about that infamous hand slap on the tarmac in Tel Aviv. This tell-all biography even revealed that the Trumps were thinking about getting a dog at one point.
Look here, y'all. Look here, look here. Ain't nobody perfect. Let me tell you something. Marriage, all this, you gonna have your ups and downs, and that's okay. One minute you gonna be cool with your partner, another minute you ain't gonna like your partner. But at the end of the day, y'all still together. And it kills me that people be just pointing out little stuff like they cannot. They have to be this perfect couple. They can't argue. They can't get into it. They can't do this. They can't do that. No one's perfect. No one's marriage is perfect. Girlfriend, boyfriend is perfect. Whatever type of relationship is perfect. Nothing's perfect. You're going to have them moments. Hell, I do. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. Don't look at me. Gone. It's natural. Nothing's perfect. I hate when they be pinpointing out little small stuff.
Melania went so far as to research different dog breeds. Ultimately, they decided against a canine companion for the White House. Many people think that Melania is a prisoner to her marriage and the presidency. That's how the hashtag Free Melania came about. But the author of Melania's biography, Kate Bennett, says she found the opposite to be true. That's why she added the comma in the title, Free Melania. Kate thinks Melania is probably the most free person in the Trump world.
Certainly, she is very different than other first ladies we've seen before.
Do you think Melania is free to be herself as First Lady of the US? Or do you think hashtag Free Melania is legit and that she is trapped in her life with no escape? Tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to The Taco for more.
All right, y'all. So I'm glad that I decided to research.
I may never be excited again about a crowd after.
Because that's what it's all about. Now, I got somewhat of an understanding of the First Lady. Herself, too, also got it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Young girl chasing dreams. We've all been there. Now I see where the class comes from. You can never downgrade her again. And I'm going to keep on looking into it because this portion of this video gave me a glance of who she is. A glance of who she is. And that's why they rock it with each other so hard, no matter what the media tries to throw out there on them. It ain't no hashtag Free Melania, man. She where she want to be. And if she wanted to leave or whatever, I'm pretty sure she can. It is what it is, though. I'm glad I actually got to find out a little bit of who she is. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Why take what the media throws when I can find out myself who she is? So I hope this video, for the ones like me who are wondering who she is, you know what I'm saying? Now, go ahead and start digging a little bit more research. Go and start, doing it for yourself. It's out there, y'all, for y'all to discover and to find for free. All it takes is a little typing here and there, putting little words in here, there, boom, 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 boom. Now, granted, you want to be careful because some stuff that you do search can be lies. So you have to really know how to maneuver and find stuff. But that's what it's all about. I'm on the history now. I'm on who are they? Where did they come from? What are their backgrounds? As we found out, she was migrant. She came over here, but she came over here the correct way. So, yep, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this just as much as I did. Let's go ahead and chop it up in the comment section. What else do y'all know about Melania Trump? Drop it in the comment section, y'all. Let me know. What else is so amazing about her? Put me on, y'all. Put me on. Okay? Because that's what it's all about. I'm testing y'all too. Drop it in the comment section. Let me see how many people watch this video all the way through. Okay? Okay? All right. I'm out. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Don't get too stuffed.